guys.
Like your mom when she asked to take a photo.
All right, get in real tight to it now. A little tighter. Okay, yeah. We did a little bracing, a little hippity hoppity, chippity choppity. Now we had some ratchet straps to line everything up. Measurements looked good off of the corners. Measurements look good off the frame rails up front. The truck looks pretty dang centered. What do you think, man? Think we got it lined up?
I think we're ready to pop these ratchet straps.
Let's pop some straps.
Didn't move at all.
It didn't move at all.
I'm surprised that didn't move.
Well, I mean, we got some firewall to build and some floor to build and all that kind of jazz, but
No, this is how it's staying.
this is how it's staying. We're just gonna roll it just like this.
Look at the height difference right now. That's a tall truck.
That is a tall truck, but I mean, look at these wheels. It's gotta be a tall truck. Can't be no little baby truck. Cool. All right, on to the next step. We are getting into the firewall build for this thing. This looks like a bunch of bag of mashed up assholes at the moment, but trust me, I've got a plan.
Sheet metal and cardboard. Some good old CAD.
That's right, CAD to the rescue. So we're gonna get some complex triangles and some weldings and some stuffs, and I don't know, we're gonna make something work though. Cool guys, check it out. What do you got going on here?
We finished our CAD, you know? It's got some cardboard laid in. About to take it out, replace it with some metal, and then spend God knows how long welding it back in.
Caitlin, what's CAD?
Cardboard assisted design.
Very technical, very technical. Well, it looks good. Let's get it ripped apart and start doing some metal work. There must be a storm coming. Storms a brewing. You were the thunder guy back in your school play back in like elementary school, weren't you?
I only used the one.
Really? It only took one cutoff wheel for all that?
Yeah.
Holy shnikes.
No, that's the one I was using, and it cut really well. It didn't really.
It did, it went so fast.
Like, look,
Huh.
look at the edges too.
Wow.
They're barely frayed. There's no detonate.
A company hit me up the other day and said, hey, we really want you to try out our cutoff wheels. They're totally worth the money. These cost 3 times as much as the stuff that I get on Amazon all the time. But the Amazon ones burn up like, I don't know, what? We get maybe a foot out of them or something?
That, and it throws projectiles at you in every way. It sucks.
It throws projectiles at you.
Exactly.
Well,
I sound like full risk.
I might be a believer. I mean, normally you get what you pay for. That's true. So, I guess we're paying more for cutoff wheels around here now. All right, we got all our little itty bitty pieces cut out. We're gonna tape them up on the firewall and see if it actually fits before we start welding anything, even though that's what Noah wants to do. He just wants to go hog wild and weld it. What's the matter, guys? Are you trying to say you can't remember what was what?
Well, you know, this side went together really easy.
It's
Well, I don't know where they could have been.
I remember distinctly someone saying that was unnecessary.
I didn't say it was unnecessary. I said we'd figure it out.
Play that back.
You weren't recording.
You're right, it wasn't. Should always be recording.
Look, I found one.
Looks like our CAD came out pretty dang close, man.
Close enough. No.
That'll do. That'll do for the MIG, that's for sure. This is actually, I kind of like this crazy shape design we got going on with the firewall. Like it's nice and smooth over here. Then we got this crazy angle to match into the original one. That's pretty nifty. Not bad. All right, let's tack it in. There's a firewall in that truck. That's clean looking. What do you guys think?
gonna be fun finish welding that, but
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of welding, but
I started and it wasn't too bad, but
yeah, a little here, a little there, a little something, something, you know. Dang, look at all this fanciness.
and that's that.
Bro, you
That sucks.
finished welded the whole damn thing. Woo!
Yeah, that was not fun. Not fun at all.
Well, it's done. Noah. What's going on, dude?
You know, just continuing my journey of welding tack by tack by tack all the way through this thing.
Sheet metal welding, isn't it a blast?
It is so much fun. You know, I've really enjoyed all of the holes. Look at this chair.
Look at this chair. Well, you're wearing shorts while you're MIG welding. I mean, you're kind of asking for it, guy.
Yeah, well, I said the chair, not my legs.
Whatever. Throw caution to the wind. A ton of metal work has gone into this truck. We've replaced just about everything except for that big back window. It's got new cab corners. It's got new steps. It's got A pillars, B pillars, new floor melded into this 3500 floor. All kinds of crazy panels to make it work with what we were mixing the truck into. We made some custom panels in the front so that it would fit the fiberglass front end. It's got a custom made firewall that matches into the 3500 firewall. It's just a whole lot of stuff going on here. There's a ton of finished welding to do on it, and then we're gonna drag this thing outside and grind the ever-loving crap out of it to get nice and smooth. A lot of work ahead, but it's gonna be really nice in the end. We also replaced the roof on this bad biscuit. Now that is a pretty detailed process. So we made a whole video just on how to replace a roof skin on an old truck. I'll put the link in the description below, but now we're gonna get back to the rest of this cab. Now that we got all the metal replaced in this thing, it's time to finally cut this cage out of this bad boy and see if anything stays. Bracing gone. Look at there, we got a truck cab that's, it didn't fall apart, man. I guess everything.
I guess the welds are welded.
The welds must be welded. Now for the painstaking fun time of grinding down all these welds to make it somewhat presentable.
No fun, no fun.
Cleaned up, ready to go in for it. Grinding is done and it's all cleaned out. Now it's time to rust treat the cab again. We don't want to put it in the sealer after having that bare metal exposed for all the time that it took us to do that metal work. So one more coat of OSPO, then we clean that off and get into sealer. The entire cab is cleaned up now. Denatured alcohol, wax and grease remover, and now it's time to seal this whole bad boy with an epoxy primer. It's direct to metal. It'll prevent any water from getting through into this metal and rusting in the future. It's an absolute must down here in a humid environment like Florida. Well, looky here, we got some fancy new body mounts, man. We're gonna actually mount this thing for real. Think it's gonna be straight?
No. I can see it now, it's not straight.
You're crazy, man. It's gonna drop right on there. Holy shnikes, buddy over there trying to give me a heart attack. Oh, yeah. Just use the alignment tool there, guy.
No, I'm looking at it.
Oh, look, but don't touch. Mine's in there.
Mine's about to be.
Where'd my other bolt go? With the cup. You got two over there?
I don't know.
You don't even know what you got over there.
Fuck no.
Oh my God, this guy with the.
It's right here.
Okay. Wow. Sling them up in there, man.
This side. Okay.
feel like if the other three are in, that one's got to be lined up, right?
I didn't want to fucking
Give it a little convincing.
No, I'm scared of cross-threading things. I was like, I'm trying to handle
Why
it.
is everything you put in cross-threaded, man? Hold it straight.
It looks straight as an arrow to me. And I put it in there, and it's like, no, no, it's not.
Oh boy.
So yours just went right in?
Mine went right in. No problema.
Maybe this, you know what? You have the side that has the cups in there. Maybe this side's cross-threaded.
King of drinking from cups.
Miss Sam drinking out of cups, being a bitch.
We replaced a ton of metal on this truck, got it into epoxy, and now we're on to some of the little finer tuning things on this bad boy. Tune in for the next episode and see where it takes us.
Of course you were still filming.